We're Team 30. My name is Carolina Hernandez and my major is Sport Event and Tourism Management.
I'm Jacqueline Cervantes and my major is Marketing.
I'm Tanika Garner and my major is Accounting and Finance.
I'm Tim Allen and my major is Electrical Engineering.
And today we are going to discuss the ethics over running while high.
I'm here to talk to you about the facts of our article. Our article is about the use of marijuana during ultramarathons. Now, what's an ultramarathon? Well, it's one of the fastest growing endurance sports, and they can last anywhere from 30 to 200 miles. Participants run through a bunch of different terrains. So this is jungles, deserts, mountains, and rainforests. Now, what's it like to run an ultramarathon? Well, a lot of the participants experience intense stomach cramps, severe muscle and joint pain. They lose motivation throughout the run, and this is basically due to them getting uninterested in it and they're running too long, 24 hours straight. Now, what are the remedies some runners use? They obviously do marijuana, but they don't smoke the plant necessarily. A lot of them eat marijuana-laced food as well as inhale it as a water vapor. They have marijuana-infused balm. Now, the marijuana balm numbs pain, so it helps their joints. Small doses of the plant actually keep their mind focused and occupied throughout the run, so it helps them not lose their motivation throughout the race. And it actually relieves stress before and after the race as well. So a lot of the runners have a hard time coming down from their adrenaline high after the race, and some of them actually can only use marijuana to relax after. Now, keep in mind, marijuana is equivalent to the multiple painkillers that a lot of contestants use during an 100-mile race.
So who's involved? Avery Collins, a 22-year-old professional ultramarathon runner that uses marijuana but doesn't when he's at a marathon. He also has a sponsorship with Colorado company that consults with marijuana growers and sellers. Jen Shelton, a veteran runner, who says, "The person who's going to win an ultramarathon is someone who can manage their pain, not puke, and stay calm. And pot does all of those things." Don Catlin, who's the founder of UCLA Olympic Analytic Laboratory World Anti-Agency, in 2013 raised the allowable THC. Dr. Lynn Webster, founder of the Life Tree Pain Clinic in Salt Lake City, says cancer patients have used marijuana to treat nausea from chemotherapy. Also, current ultramarathon runners are involved or concern them as well, for those who don't smoke and those who do. For those who do, if serious issues arise, they will be concerned because obviously they are avid users of this and it takes their pain away and it makes them more relaxed during the ultramarathons. And those who don't smoke, well, they're the ones that are getting cheated on because they're not playing the other ones are not playing in a fair manner. And that really concerns them because they're going through all the pain and while others don't.
The issues related to finance is funding for drug tests. Now, very few ultramarathons actually test for drugs, and the reason is because the races are the ones that have to pay for it. In 2014, Twin Cities Marathon spent $3,500 for only 6 drug tests. Now, the prices for the drug tests vary depending on the event. So they go off of the length of the marathon, the location, number of participants, and how important or well-known the marathon actually is. Now, this is making it extremely difficult for them to actually fund their drug tests for every participant.
What are the issues related to morals or ethics? So ethically, it's following direct rules. They meet our requirements but use marijuana for performance enhancements. So are they really following the rules? Morally, it's wrong, but people are still given the choice to do it or not at certain events. Some take the opportunity and do it while others don't. And this can create an unfair environment for non-users and are at a disadvantage because they endure the pain while the users are calm and are relaxed. Raising the allowable THC to essentially enhance their performance is basically cheating and allowing them to be unethical. Not only is it cheating, but it can lead to becoming dependent of it, resulting in drug abuse rather than enhancing performance. It can lead ultramarathon runners with positive results, relaxing them and easing their pain. If this use was acceptable, then steroids and other drugs wouldn't be frowned upon in other sports.
Okay, the issues regarding the political and legal frame is that in some states, marijuana is actually legalized, and in other states it's not. So the question that poses is that if marijuana actually does help, would it be right to legalize, in other states? So some people that run ultra marathons don't have an upper advantage on other people that are in the state that, it's not legalized in.
What are the issues related to the culture of the organization? Culture is defined as behaviors, beliefs, and characteristics of a particular social, ethnic, or age group. The organizations involved in ultramarathons have a negative standpoint just because marijuana has been viewed as an illegal drug for so long. Ultramarathon runners are comprised of two different groups. The article classifies them as endurance jocks and potheads. USA Track and Field states that it is on the ban list along with the World Anti-Doping Agency. Both organizations feel so strongly against it because the World Anti-Doping Agency raised the allowable THC levels, which now allows people to see it as an enhancement that violates the spirit of the sport.
Core values and sub-beliefs that each individual person holds on their own and is derived from a number of different factors. How it relates to this article in particular has to do with each of the upbringings of each athlete. You have to look at factors such as was marijuana viewed positively or negatively in the household. If it was viewed positively, you have to ask, is it right to compete with or is it wrong to compete with? In 2013, the THC level was raised in order to enhance the performance of athletes in general. There are some athletes who don't train with the drug at all because they have a negative view on the drug, and there are some that actually train with the drug but would never compete with it because they think that it would be cheating.
The argument. Why is it seen more as a drug of abuse rather than a drug of performance enhancement? The law and society categorized marijuana as an illegal substance when it first came in. Now, some states have legalized it, but that does not mean that everyone approves of it ethically. Using marijuana as a pain reliever for ultramarathon races is cheating, and the reason is because other participants that didn't use marijuana are feeling the pain from running these ultramarathons. And the pain they're feeling again is nausea, stomach pains, and intense muscle and joint pain.
Now for the counter-argument. The use of marijuana during the ultramarathons should not be viewed as unethical because instead of viewing it as a performance enhancer, it should be viewed as just another pain remedy like Advil and Tylenol. While organizations see marijuana as a performance enhancer, there is no evidence to support that it physically enhances one's abilities. Therefore, it should not be viewed as unethical. Even the founder of the UCLA Olympic Analytical Laboratory states that it all comes down to politics. So what makes the use of marijuana remedies so different from your common painkiller that it is viewed as a performance enhancer? Marijuana provides relief for pain, nausea, stomach cramps, and stress and anxiety. So basically it takes care of any and seemingly all obstacles an ultramarathon runner would endure, including nutrition, since it can be consumed through food. The traditional painkiller focuses more on headaches, body aches, and joint pains. It is also noted that it is not best to take them on an empty stomach. While marijuana provides an abundance of benefits, it is still doing the same thing as the traditional painkiller. In conclusion, we as a group decided that the use of marijuana in ultramarathon runs is unethical because it is still seen as an illegal substance and takes away from the experience of the run.
Now, is it legal or not? Well, that depends on where the run is being held and where you live at the current time. And like I said earlier, funding for drug tests is very limited because the price is high.
Morally, people are given a choice to do it or not. So if they do, it creates an unfair environment for other participants.
The core values of the organizations that are involved in the ultramarathon runs strongly believe that it is unethical because, like I said before, it is still seen as an illegal substance in most places, and we were taught to believe that using marijuana is wrong.